Hello and welcome to Spire 2, the sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. So this is in early access, but it's already playable in a fun way. It does need some balancing still, and obviously those balance changes will be coming at some point, slowly but surely. Anyways, I've been enjoying this a lot, been playing quite a few hours on my own time. So let's do this on a video as well. Alright, so there is now also a multiplayer mode which I haven't tried out. At some point I probably will, but let's go ahead and start a new single player standard run. So we have 5 characters, 3 of whom are returning. The Ironclad, classic, of course. I've reached Ascension 4 with him so far. Then we have the Silent, I think my favorite from STS 1, and I don't know, feels a bit too strong at the moment in STS 2, but a fun character. Have reached Ascension 5 so far. Then we have the Regent, one of the new characters. Quite fun. I've reached Ascension 5 so far. Then we have the Necro Binder, which I think I slightly prefer over the Regent of the 2 new characters. I've reached Ascension 9. I believe the maximum Ascension at the moment is 10, but I haven't actually looked into it. Anyways, finally we have the Defect. Of course, returning from STS 1. I have reached Ascension 6, so let's see, my lowest Ascension is 4. So I'll go with random here, but if I go with the highest Ascension, it will always give me the Necro Binder, which, yeah. So I will lower this to 4, so every character is an option. So let's see what we get. I'm kind of hoping to not get the Ironclad. I think he's my least favorite. He's still fun, but yeah. The Defect. Alright. There's been a bunch of changes compared to STS 1, how that works. Everyone and their mother seems to be playing this game at the moment, so if you're watching this, you probably already know at least some of those changes. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm making assumptions. Anyways, let's see here. So, 3 bonuses to choose from. 150 gold, that's fine. Upgrade is also fine. I think, yeah, this Silver Crucible, that's extremely good. I almost always take this one. So the first 3 card rewards you see are upgraded. The first treasure chest you open is empty, so there is a downside, but the upside is huge, I think. So I'll probably go for that, but it's not like a super clear-cut choice. There's a store here, for example. I could go there. And also, yeah, you can draw on the map. I like that. I like that a lot. So, yeah, let's see. What path do I want? This is the middle one, let's see here. So that's a campfire into elite. Lots of fights against regular enemies. So ideally, I think you want a lot of campfires and then some elites to fight. But if it's possible, you would also like to have like an escape route, so you don't necessarily need to fight an elite. So if I go this way, that's quite the risk. Am I feeling strong enough? Absolutely have to go into the elite if I go this way. Probably skip the store unless I get the 150 gold. How about the left path? Let's take a look. So if I go this way, I'll take a question mark there. Then campfire, then elite. Well, we are forced into an elite, no matter what. But this is the earliest one on this node here. Yeah. I really love that you can draw on the map. I do it on my own time as well, believe it or not. Anyways, let's probably go right, but I'll think about this for a moment. So, at Ascension 4, I probably actually could take on this elite and win, and then go to this campfire and then take on this elite, and that should make me plenty strong. And then I can choose whether to fight this elite or not. There's a store here, which is nicely situated, I guess, since we'll have a lot of money at that point. I think this starting bonus is actually probably strong enough that I can go left. But I don't know how viable that would be on Ascension 10, so this might be a really bad habit, trying to win an early elite fight, which might backfire. But let's go with that. Let's live a little until we die horribly. So I'll clear the drawings, but I'll mark this again. So let's keep the store as an option. So go this way probably. I can also go this way and skip the elite there. That's also fine. Well, we'll see. But let's take the silver crucible instead of the money or the upgrade. We are facing a sea punk. Also, the fast mode is on, so that's why the animations are a bit quicker. And I'll do these early fights a bit faster, perhaps, than the later ones. Alright, you're dead. See ya. So, explosive ample, 10 damage to all enemies. Pretty good early on. So, here's the power of the silver crucible. So we get offered Beam Cell, Go for the Eyes, Scavenge. Now Scavenge is pretty nice, but it's too early for it, I think. Now, once again, I am not like an expert on Slay the Spire, not one nor two. I think the safest option here is probably Beam Cell, so I'll go with that. Later on, I think both of these ones are better, but we need the early damage, so I'll go with Beam Cell. Apply some vulnerable. And let us skip the store. Toad Poles, alright. So can I kill this one this turn? It seems like that the answer is no. So 4 plus 9 plus 9, so the 18, 22. If I channel this, there's a pretty good chance of getting that though. I suppose it doesn't really matter in this fight. Yeah, it's a high chance if I do this. It's still 50-50 if I don't. Okay, I'll just defend. Let's see. Okay, don't get lucky. Now, that was a minor decision, but if one were so inclined, one could actually math that one out. And this is such an early fight. You can see how this game gets a little bit complicated, perhaps. Vulnerable potion plus explosive ample. Alright, ideally we get some kind of damage here. Hailstorm is not that. I've never taken this so far, but I'm not taking it here either. I don't have any frost. Gunk up. Deal 5 damage 3 times. Add a slimed into a discard pile. Never taken this either. I think I take bulk up. Let's lose an orb slot for 3 strength, 3 dex. So we are kind of not doing what Defect is good at. Well, traditionally good at, which is orbs and channeling orbs so far. But that's fine. Okay, so you are dead. And that's our silver crucible used up. Alright, let's see here. So it's not synchronized plus. I don't think I've ever taken this one either. Gain 2 focus this turn for each unique orb you have. Well, that's not going to do much. I think I'd go with lightning rod, so that's kind of damage. Charge battery plus is also perfectly acceptable here, I think. Let's go with the lightning rod. Alright, and then we get a little bit of a more difficult fight. So these ones get stunned once one of their brethren die. Okay, let's try to go for the weakest one here. Well, not try. Let's just do it. There's a 1 in 3 chance if I use this that it will die, but let's not risk it. Taking some damage, but taking damage is fine. Alright, let's see. Can I kill you now? If I use this, this goes up high enough, I believe. So that's a yes. So that's going to be 9 plus 50%. So that's going to be 13, I believe. Yes, and you're dead. You're stunned. They do get stronger now, so it's not perfect. Could have also maybe considered using the explosive ampule in this fight. But since we are a strong defect now, we can just kill with the basic strikes. I do want to get rid of the basic strikes though. But we can't yet. Oh, skill potion. Welp, I only have 2 potion slots, so I suppose one of these has to stay behind. Probably actually the vulnerable potion, since I have the beam cell plus. I have to double check. I actually remember the name of the card, despite this being the same card from STS1. And I've put hundreds of hours, I think, probably, on Defect in STS1. I'm not very good at Defect in STS1. It's a difficult character there. I feel like so far it's a bit easier in STS2. But balance changes will of course be coming. Let's pick up that. Okay, so some good options here. Machine learning is rare. It's pretty good. Glacier is also good. That's a defensive option. Compile driver is also good, but it's not as good as the other options. Though it is clear-cut damage, so one could argue for it, I guess, in this situation. I only have 1 orb type so far, so that kind of lessens its value a little bit. So I believe I'll go machine learning, but I am tempted by Glacier. It is a 2-cost card as well. I already have a kind of a block card in Lightning Rod, and also I'm blocking way more with the added dexterity from bulk up, so perhaps a 2-cost Glacier here isn't like as good as it otherwise might be. I'll just take the machine learning. But yeah, I don't think it's a mistake to take the Glacier there. Okay, this might be a bit lucky. I think this is perhaps the easiest elite we could fight. So I don't get any block here. I'll just go ahead and use the skill potion, even though this is only 9 damage incoming. Let's see what we get. Okay, this isn't perfect, but it does full block this turn, so I guess I'll go with the leap. Okay, I suppose we'll dual cast. This enemy can only take up to 20 HP loss per turn. Adds some dazes into our discard pile here. Alright, so let's see. Bulk up or no? I think probably not, actually. It seems to be a bit unnecessary and also will lose me some health here. So the question is, will this save more health in the long term in this fight? So I'm blocking for 8 if I use this now. I mean, it's potentially worth it here. So I can nearly full block, or I take 8 and then I'm stronger overall. I suppose I will bulk up. Steroid defect. Alright, nothing to do here. It's buffing itself. Alright, let's see. 9 times 2. Sir, I believe I said you're one of the easier ones. Will you please stop? Where's my block? Well, I could have taken that Glacier. So I would have... I think I would have some Frost Orbs now. Oh well. It's probably better to strike here. Alright, so now we need to deal 20. Well, never mind, we need to deal 8. Alright, there we go. we get a colorless potion. Colorless cards have been buffed quite a bit, and there's plenty new ones, so they feel a lot stronger than they were in STS1. Joss paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw 1. Is that currently happening? Not really. Not really at the moment. Anyways, let's add a card. Oh, Glacier's back. There's also Momentum Strike and Shadow Shield, both of which are decent options at least. Shadow Shield is damage. It's also block. Block and damage. Momentum Strike does make some sense in this deck though, since I have the Beam Cell Plus and the Bulk Up for direct damage. I believe I'll go right here. I think that's the better path overall. I could honestly see all 3 of these being the pick here. So damage-wise, I think I'm a little bit lacking at the moment. So I think I'll once again skip the Glacier, but let's take Shadow Shield here. It's not like the perfect Dark Orb, since we are using less orb slots, but it does kind of add up eventually. Alright, do I dare upgrade? I think I do dare. We can rest here if the need arises. It probably does arise, but I'm planning on using perhaps both of these potions to get through this fight. So I think I can upgrade, and it's probably on Zap here to make it 0 cost. Alright. Terror Eel. Now this is a nasty enemy. Let's use the colorless potion now. Prowess for even more strength and dex. Secret technique. Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. I don't think so. Maybe though. So we already have Bulk Up in this hand. I cannot play this plus Shadow Shield, which is also in my hand. So I guess it's Bulk Up Lightning Rod here. Plus Beam Cell. Let's go with the Prowess. And we'll maybe use the Explosive Ampoule, but do that later. So this enemy gets stunned once it reaches half health, which is 70. Don't know, but perhaps this enemy also has more health on higher Ascension levels. I am on Ascension 9 on Necrobinder, but I don't remember. Right, with all of our strength and dex, this is so far going pretty well. Okay, so it's doing a big attack now. I suppose instead of taking damage, we deal damage. Get stunned, you stupid eel. Alright, so now it's debuffing us. Okay, so choice between these 3. Well, I'm always striking, I believe. Let's see, what do we have here? It's probably better to Shadow Shield than the other option, which is Machine Learning. There we go. And as a reward, we get the Anchor, which is, of course, from Slay the Spire 1. Exactly the same relic. 10 block on the first turn. And out of these options, I'm not taking Claw. Has Claw been changed, by the way? Yes, it seems to be. I don't think this upgraded damage was there in Slay the Spire 1. Claw is pretty difficult to make work. If it works, but if it doesn't, then it's detrimental. Though it does have merit here, though, even if it's not really doing its thing that it's supposed to do because of the strength and beam cell and 0 cost. Barrage, no, I am getting rid of orb slots, so currently at least no. We'll just take the safe option, which is Ball Lightning. And we are fighting at the end Soul Fish. Alright. Let's see here. So block is unnecessary because of course, anchor. Let's take care of the cultists first, I think. Would be nice if I could make bulk up innate, especially now that I have the anchor. I'm really unsure of which one to go for first here. I believe I'll not dual cast. Let's just strike twice. Well, this one is easier to kill, I guess. So let's go for the Toad Ball after all.
Our power is unmatched,
he says. Alright, so gaining 2 strength at the end of its turn. Well, we can deal with that, surely. Don't call me Shirley. So block for 2 or deal 6. Are you... No, you're just buffing yourself. You're not giving yourself block. So we probably kill you anyway. Let's see here. So I can either Shadow Shield or bulk up. I think we'll skip the bulk up. So we Shadow Shield, Beam Cell, and defend, even though that is unnecessary since it's dealing 11. If you really want, you can spend a lot of time planning ahead in this game. I don't believe I've seen the relic that lets you see the draw order. Not sure if that's made a comeback. I would imagine it has made a comeback. I believe I can just... We have enough things. So we don't need to worry about the damage here. And like I said, let's skip the bulk up. Let's do this. And actually, yeah, we get the strike because of the machine learning. Machines learn. I don't. Fire Potion. Hologram is very strong. It's the same card from STS1. Boost Away is here. Hotfix is here. I'll take the Hologram. And that might even be my upgrade. With these 2 potions, I believe I can go through the Elite without resting. Does depend on what these events are, though. So I'm playing a little bit fast and loose. A little bit risky. We'll see if that pays off. And of course, the chest is empty. Damn you, Silver Crucible, what have you done? Alright, so we have 28 health, 2 very good potions for this stage of the game. So my upgrade would be Hologram or Dual Cast to make this 0 cost, I think. So we don't have any AoE, do we? Not really, not quite. We can face an AoE fight. So I suppose we've gotten pretty lucky with these 2 elites here. If we continue to get lucky, we'll continue to not have any AoE fights. Plan is to go this way, probably. Though I can skip the store. I have gold, but not like a ton of gold, so we can save that for the next act. So Hologram can give me back Beam Cell or a Zap, for example, for 0 cost, or something like Ball Lightning or Shadow Shield. Thing is, though, if I feel like I can't do this elite, we can just go this way. So I believe I'll just upgrade now. So let's do the Hologram. So it doesn't exhaust. Alright. This or that. Arms suddenly jut out from a nearby hall, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and a clearly cursed relic. This or that. A scratched up voice whispers from below. Alright, out of these options, I think I'll take the Clumsy. Clumsy is fine. It exhausts itself, being ethereal. Relic can be garbage, but it can also be kind of game-breaking, maybe. Well, it's kind of garbage. We don't have any powers, do we? No, we have 1 power, Machine Learning. So, Permafrost. The first time you play a power, each combat gains 6 block. This feels a little bit weak. I mean, it's not horrible. It feels a little bit weak. You grab the cursed relic. As soon as you grasp it, shackles materialize on your wrists. You hear a ghostly laughter and a bright plume of fire fills your vision. The hole and arms are gone. The legends were true. Entering into a pitch-dark chamber, a sudden light pierces the darkness from above, just as the door slams behind you. Illuminated before you appears to be a podium with a map on it. You feel compelled to take it. Suspicious. So, spoils map. So this is a quest. Marks a site of 600 extra gold in the next stack. We can probably get away with that. Or we can lose H8P to procure one random potion. Well, we cannot fit that potion unless I dump something. And losing HP currently is bad. So I guess we take this quest curse. Alright, so I would say that these two events made our deck a little bit weaker for the short term. Though it's arguable about the clumsy plus permafrost. Spoils map currently makes us a lot weaker though. I believe I'll still take this elite fight. But yeah, without these potions perhaps I shouldn't, but these potions are good. So explosive ample is the AoE damage that I want. Yeah, we get the AoE fight. Well, there's 2 AoE fights, I believe, in the elite pool. This is one of them. I'll just go ahead and use this now. So these enemies gain block the first time they're hit each turn. Gains 6 block. Okay, so probably Shadow Shield. I mean, there's not really many options here. Get that Dark Orb in there. And then I suppose we dual cast since we are fully blocking here. So get rid of the lightning. I could also use the fire potion immediately. Get rid of one of them. But there's no need to here. Alrighty. So let's see. Beam Cell plus Ball Lightning. That is 4 plus 10, so that's 14. But yeah, I shouldn't think like that. Well, I guess I can think like that, but they get the 6 block is the thing. Well, anyways, I'm playing everything in this hand. Okay, now I think it's a pretty good use case for the fire potion. Get rid of this one, though I... Yeah, I need to use the potion first and then use one of these, probably the strike. So I'm only blocking for 5. Well, we are always blocking, so just play it. Okay, I'll go ahead and use this. On this one. It's a bit of a waste of damage on this one, so let's use it on this one. It's the perfect number for this one, but it's dealing the least damage currently, so... That is the rationale. Alright, and 4 plus... Yeah, this is the 4 plus 10, so 14. I cannot kill any of them with those 2, so let's use Beam Cell on this one, I guess. And then we use Ball Lightning on one of these. I guess this one, since it's buffing itself. So it will now die to 1 strike. We have 3 of them here. So if I use the Beam Cell on this one, then I can strike that one dead as well. So actually, never mind. Go for this one instead of this one. Take a bit of damage. Okay, so I won't always remember, but now I do. So Machine Learning is 6 block, thanks to Permafrost. Bulk Up is here. I'm always playing that, so let's play that. I suppose we skip the Bulk Up, since I can't quite play everything. And we kill this one, since otherwise I'm overblocking way too much. Alright, so a better player than I can really plan around these Dark Orbs, but that's easy enough. And here's our AoE solution, kind of. Mercury Hourglass. So this relic does make a comeback from STS1. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Surprisingly strong. Okay, so out of these options, maybe Ball Lightning again. I don't... Well, Hotfix is fine. It's fine. It's not perfect in this deck since I'm getting rid of one orb slot at least. But I might get more. Upgrades to 3 focus. Leap, it seems, is unchanged, apart from the art from STS1. So is Ball Lightning. Do I want 2 Ball Lightnings? It's fine, but is that what I need? If I could get rid of my strikes, then definitely yes. That's going to take a while, though. So this also helps the Dark Orb that I will have occasionally. I'll go with the Ball Lightning again. But then I really want to stop getting these kind of regular standard 1 cost attacks. They don't really do that much, unless they're special. In which case they're not regular, they're special. Let's go to the store. Wing Charm. A random card in each card reward is enchanted with Swift 1. I don't think I'll get that. Instead I just remove. Can't afford these. I might buy a potion. There's a reboot here. I think I might get that. Let's take a look at everything though. So no Thunder. No Synchronize. No Tesla Coil. No Gunk Up. So how about these? Colorless cards. Thrumming Hatchet. Deal 11. At the start of your next turn, return this to your hand. Okay, that works pretty well with our deck actually, since we have the bulk up strongness and the beam cell vulnerable. Jackpot. Deal 25, add 3 random 0-cost cards into your hand. Okay, so it's pretty good, but I don't think I can quite afford this energy-wise often enough. So I think if I get one of these, it should be the Thrumming Hatchet. It's kind of on the line, on the cusp of being unnecessary though. 11 damage, it goes up to 14. So it returns to my hand. I believe that doesn't take up a draw. So that's pretty good. I don't have any relics that work with multiple attacks per turn, nor otherwise. But I might get one. Anyways, what I'm always doing, I guess, is getting rid of, well, I guess the Clumsy over the Strike, actually. One could maybe argue for removing Strike over Clumsy, though, as Clumsy exhausts itself. Strike Dummy the Relic is a thing, returning from STS1. I don't think that really matters, just occurred to me. Well, let's remove the Clumsy. Okay, I could also get a potion, or even 2 potions. So now I think we probably want to rest before the boss fight. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I'm not quite good enough at this game, at least yet, to accurately assess that. Let's go ahead and get the Thrumming Hatchet. Let's see how it works out with us. That means no reboot though. And I also buy a power potion. I'll try to save it, not use it in this fight though. Also, there are relics that heal you, so if your memory is as bad as mine is, it's probably worthwhile to check before you decide on resting or upgrading. Let's rest, let's be safe. Soulfish. Enemy intends to give you 2 status cards. Bulk up is here. Okay, well, if I had known that, I might have skipped resting. Because now this gets a lot easier. Beacon. Well, there is some unavoidable damage, it seems. So far, a pretty easy, simple fight. So we cannot exhaust these beacons by playing them, but we can get rid of them. Defending blocks for more, though. Oh, it's lose 6 HP. Never mind, it's not take 6 damage, it's take 6 HP damage. So we need to get rid of that. One of my cardinal sins is assuming things instead of reading and figuring out. Okay, so here's the thrumming jacket. Hatchet, not jacket, what the hell. Anyways, let's see. Get rid of the beacon, probably play this. We could even play this twice for 42, well, additional 21 damage. Means I take 6 HP damage. So we do heal after this fight. It's not too full though. Let's take a look at the Ascension. Tight belt, so that's the potion limitation. Poverty, less money overall. Weary Traveler start with... Well, I don't remember. Maybe in Ascension 4 you actually do heal to full. I don't know, whatever. Let's just do this. So I have machine learning, so do I get 7 cards? It seems I do. Okay, so this does return, but yeah. It doesn't help here because the enemy is intangible. Instead we do like... Well, I guess I could have played this. Yeah, that would have made sense. Yeah, you do need to play that to actually get it back. Yeah, the effect, the secondary, well, not the secondary, but for it to return, it does need to be played, so that's a mistake. Doesn't matter, probably, but mistake nonetheless. I mean, makes 0 difference in this fight, but in another one, in a more difficult one, I would have lost a lot, perhaps. Anyways, here we are, we have successfully defeated the fish. So we get offered Meteor Strike. I can't really use that. I don't have the energy. Shatter. Shatter is fine. 11 damage to all enemies. Evoke all your orbs for 1 energy. Rainbow. Also fine-ish, but it costs 2. Let's take the Shatter, but none of this is great in this situation, I don't think. Alright, here we are. So Act 2, we no longer have the boss relics of STS1. I think that's a good change overall, since I really hate the downsides of STS1 boss relics, some of them. Some of them are just horrid, or even if they're not horrid, it feels very bad to take them. Something like the ectoplasm, which prevents you from getting more gold, especially if it's early on. Anyways, so we get offered 3 different things here. We can choose.
Now how silly would it be if he were unmade by one of his own?
Yummy Cookie, upgrade 4. Okay, so I can choose that. So that's worth considering, definitely. Big Hug, remove 4. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, add a suit into your draw pile. Also worth considering. I could get rid of all of my strikes. The suits are not great, but you can actually work with them. Or the Pumpkin Candle. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Extinguishes at the start of Act 3. Okay, well, I'm never taking this because I want something that lasts the entire run. So no Pumpkin Candle. So let's see. How many things do I really want to upgrade here? Shatter goes up to 15 damage. Hatchet goes up to 14. So those are kind of small numbers, but they do add up. I think I'll go with the remove. Yeah, seems more worthwhile. I would also upgrade if I were to upgrade Dual Cast for 0. And maybe like Machine Learning. Yeah, Machine Learning makes sense because I can also skip blocking usually on turn 1. Or at least it's not as mandatory. So I might upgrade the Machine Learning on my own at the campfire. But yeah, let's remove. And ideally I get something that works with status cards at some point. Big Hug. I'm not removing the spoils map. I believe if you remove that, the quest actually doesn't work. Even though I know it's here. It's here. Anyways, let's see. Remove. So just the strikes, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye. So the average card value in the deck just got up by a lot. And now I can also, if I like, take more, kind of more mediocre cards, though it's probably unnecessary. The Thrumming Hatchet alone, with the Strength and the Beam Cell Plus, works really damn well. And then I can just defend or, well, do whatever. Anyways, so I probably, well, let's erase that. Okay, so if I feel strong enough, I can take on this elite. I could also just take on some events here. And a campfire here. I don't want to go this way because I don't have money. So, no. Just no. Also, there's a second store here. Big mistake going this way with this money situation. So, if I start here, I have the choice of going either way. I can decide, do I want to fight an elite or not? Usually I do, but occasionally that will be a mistake. Alright, so let's begin with Zap, I guess. So they're dealing 22. Thank you, Anchor, though. So Lightning Rod, Hologram, that is exactly full blocking. And I can get the Zap back. Yeah, that works. Goodbye. Heart of Iron gains 7 plating. Okay. Turbo Plus. Cool-headed, unupgraded. Okay, so Turbo Plus is probably a take, but currently I would definitely want to have some more card draw. Well, Machine Learning is here, so we want to upgrade that. Tunneler. Alright. That's Machine Learning. And yeah, that blocks because of the relic. And then we just do this. Nice try, buddy. Okay, let's play the hatchet twice, I guess. So yeah, here Turbo does nothing. So we need more card draw. Though eventually we do get hands like this and we can get the Turbo. Anyways, do I bother bulking up or not? Always zapping though. So if I break this block, the enemy does get stunned. Stunned if all block is removed. So I can probably do that without the bulk up. Can I do it with it? Let's see. So that's 7 plus... Yes, it's definitely enough. There's the first suit. So if a fight goes on long enough, we'll have a ton of these. So I definitely want a way of dealing with them somehow. Okay, Ball Lightning Plus is here. I don't think I need that though. Tesla Coil, Heal 3. Trigger all lightning. Okay, Gunk Up does work since I have Strength, but I think I don't want any additional status cards and it feels unnecessary, so I think I skip. Alright. So yeah, elite or no elite, I think we can afford to take on an elite. It's going pretty well. I have potions. My question mark is a hunter-killer. And my first hand is semi-bad. Can I play this twice with this? So, 2 dark orbs. It seems I can. Yeah. Well, that's not horrible. Okay, so this enemy is rather nasty. Deals a ton of damage. So we cannot quite... Well, we block for 6. Did I play a power already? It seems I didn't. So we bulk up, machine learning, zap, I think. I don't think I'll use any of these potions. Might be a mistake. I might get one potion here or here. I don't know what the drop chance of potions is, though. Maybe I should look it up. Though it's liable to be changed at some point. So maybe unnecessary. So Heart of Iron, maybe. I think I saved the power potions for the elite. So after this turn, how necessary is it to have that Heart of Iron plating? Well, anyways, I'll always bulk up and play these cards. I think the machine learning is probably better than just dealing damage here. That's debatable, though. So 7 block now. I'll feel bad if I do get a potion with these 2 here still. Health-wise, I'm probably fine overall. I can also rest here if I'd like. I don't remember if this enemy attacks in a row always, or if it's buffing itself. So I have the lightning rod and 2 defense coming up. Well, I'll go ahead and use this. Might be a mistake, but whatever. Yeah, it does keep on attacking as well. Beam cell would have been nice. Oh well. Okay, defend here, I think, instead of dual casting. Okay, well, there we go. Attacking for 17 now. So, let's see. 19. Yeah, here's where math comes in. So, I can deal 19 plus 16. So, that is... how much? Actually, I play this first. Let's see. Bear with me or don't. So, 19 plus 13... is 32, plus 8 is 40, and then I dual cast for 16, so that's enough to kill, if I counted that correctly. I choose to believe that I did. However, I'm a fool. Oh, void. I am a fool. Whoopsie daisy. Should have taken a look at this energy level here. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. If I had dual cast, would that have been more? No. And I could have also full blocked here. Oh well. Too bad. Too bad. That means I take 12. Like a fool. Anyways, that's probably fine. It's a semi-big mistake though. Game's difficult. Overclock is here for card draw. That's a burn into the discard pile, which I currently have no synergies with those statuses. It might be worthwhile still. Yeah. Turbo, you betrayed me. Anyways. So overclock or no overclock, I don't think the other cards here are something I want, since I already have 2 ball lightnings. Though I did remove all of my strikes, so I guess I could. I'll go ahead and take the overclock. I might not play it every time, but it's here now. Anyways, starting to lose my voice a little bit. Anyways, need to try to focus again. Mistakes do happen. Do not be discouraged. Let's play this. So Shadow Shield, perhaps. Plus Machine Learning for this. That is a lot of statuses we have. Dazes, dazes. Well, no suits yet. And a burn. But they're here for now. Okay, so they have artifacts, so the beam cell doesn't apply the vulnerable. With the hologram and turbo, I can do things here. Let's bulk up, I think. 7, 14, that's 21. Just go ahead and attack this. Turbo. Guess I'll just get the hatchet again. That seems to be the best option, perhaps. Touch of Insanity. Alright, so we have 2 potions for the elite. Glacier's here. Okay, this time I do take it. It's also upgraded. Sweeping Beam is also here, but it's not upgraded. Okay, Entomancer. So this is a semi-nasty enemy. I think we are probably okay. Might use the power potion now, though. I'll go ahead and do that. Let's try to get through this with as little trouble as possible. Creative AI or Consuming Shadow. Thunder also is okay, though. I think I skipped the Creative AI. I have enough things already. I don't need more powers that I need to play for energy cost. It's a very good question. Which one of these is better? I think Thunder actually is better since I have a couple of Ball Lightnings and the upgraded Zap. Let's go ahead and get that. Otherwise, this first turn is pretty damn bad. So whenever you hit this enemy, it adds 1 dazed into a draw pile, which is not good, of course. If I overclock, I might get bulk up, but instead I just want to glacier, I think. Okay, so beam cell or no beam cell? Probably yes, beam cell. It's fine to take a few. If I absolutely knew I got bulk up next turn, though, then I wouldn't beam cell. Actually, I'll skip it. Doesn't feel like it's perhaps worth the 1 daze there. I don't get the bulk up. Well, I'm playing this. Do I also play dual cast? I guess I do. So I skip the Ball Lightning this time and play Lightning Rod instead. Sadly, I get bulk up and Shadow Shield. I might have to, well, not have to, but I might use the Touch of Insanity next. turn. So let's go ahead and use this. Then that. That. And then this. Alright, so now it is far stronger than it used to be. Now hitting it at 2 dazed, which is quite bad. And I don't seem to have... Yeah, I have the Shadow Shield, yeah. Alright, I'll go ahead and use this. Using a lot of potions just for one elite, but... it's fine. So we choose Shadow Shield here. Bulk up first. And then we use the hatchet. That's our damage mainly in this fight, and, well, I guess all fights. Alright, Beam Cell is here. We also have the Dark Orb and the hatchet, so are you dead? You are dead. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15. Well, if I had known this is coming, I could have skipped a potion. Chill. Darkness. I think I take the chill. Everybody chill. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I love Arnold. I don't love that movie. Anyway, so... So am I overhealing here? It seems I probably am. If I rest. So 22 plus 15. Well, I go to full. So the question is... what way do I go? I don't have a store. I get 600 gold, right? At that node. Where's the spells map? Yeah, 600 gold. So that's going to be... unless a question mark is a store... that's going to be for the final act. I think I probably go this way. No. I think I go this way, actually. Let's erase. So go this way. That means I can definitely skip the resting here. Also, this might be a fight or something that demands hit points. So here I smith. Here I smith. Let's do the machine learning. Yeah, it was a fight. We'll see if I end up losing hit points here. Also, Chill has been buffed compared to STS1, so it's now far better. It no longer exhausts, which is kind of insane. It was already very good in STS1. Anyways, here I want to block. So I probably get like Glacier back. So I could do this. Is that enough? Shadow Shield. Lightning Rod. Yeah, actually that's easily enough. Use this first. Spiny Toad. Okay, overclocking, it seems, is worthwhile. I do not get the beam cell, though. Sad face. How did I get 5 block? I'm confused. There's a good reason for it, but I forget. Oh, did I trigger a Frost Orb? I guess I did. Anyways. So let's go ahead and probably skip the dual cast. Because I want to... well, I guess I could use Turbo. probably always doing that, so I'll just get them out of the way. I'm also doing this always, so I don't think this is worth just for the dual cast. Let's do that. Simplify the decision making by making the decisions I'm always making. And you're dead. Uproar Plus. Deal 7 twice. Play a random attack from your draw pile. It costs 2, so I'm not taking that. How about Consuming Shadow? Also costs 2. Feels a little bit unnecessary. Yeah, I think I actually skip all of this. Even though maybe they have some merit. This, of course, gets more benefit out of being strong. This one is kind of fine-ish, but I don't know. How much damage is that? I'm down to 2 orb slots most of the time. I think I skip. Again, might be a mistake, but it's a mistake I'm willing to make. There goes the spoils map, and we get the pendulum. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. Okay, pretty nice for us. So I have a lot of money. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling suicidal enough to go this way. I might be fine, but let's not. Let's go this way. And take this fight. Let's not fight 2 elites. If this was a campfire here, then maybe I might, but let's not. So I'll rest here, probably, to be safe. And if I lose health here, then that's all the better. Kind of. In a weird way. Okay, so now. It's probably between Thrumming Hatchet, Overclock, and Shatter. Probably the Hatchet. Dual cast also has merit. I'll go with the Hatchet, I think. Yeah, sure. Strong defect. The Obscura intends to summon monsters. Well, I don't like that. Turn 1 is a little bit... Well, it could have been better. I do get the Frost Orbs. Parafright. So we can... It's always going to come back. When this dies, it revives next turn at full HP. Can I get rid of it now? It seems I can. Yes. 11 plus 7, that's already enough, so I'll beam cell you. You silly thing. And you go away. Hello again. Alright. So chill first, I guess, or do I zap first? Does it matter? Not sure if it matters. Let's do the chill first. Then the zap. Bulk up. Overclock. Hatchet you, I guess. Also turbo already. Might be that I actually had enough to kill here, maybe. Occasionally that will happen. Anyways, let's get the hatchet again. I'm also taking 1 damage, so maybe I could have played that turn better. But it's probably fine. Turbo is here again. Do I want 2 turbos in this deck? If I do take it, I need to definitely prioritize getting more card draw. Well, I did get the pendulum, and I do have the machine learning. I think I can get away with it, but after this, definitely don't want too many of them. Well, more of them. So I don't have any potions. We're doing pretty damn well, despite the mistakes. Would be doing far better without the mistake. Was it here? Anyways, so the question is, do I rest for full, or do I risk it? So I could upgrade Overclock. I think that makes a lot of sense now that I have the second turbo as well. 40 hit points. I think I'll be fine, but on a higher ascension level, maybe a huge mistake. I'll take the overclock upgrade. We can rest here, of course, if the need arises. Also, I'm probably taking the event over the fight. We are fighting the infested prism. This is a fairly simple fight. Only one enemy. Pretty good turn 1 there. Could have been better, but pretty good. Okay, overclock first. There's the hatchet. Bulk up still eludes us. Chill. Hatchet. So I suppose we are playing the turbo. This turbo. So I could skip it to avoid those voids. So shatter, ball, lightning. I guess that's worth. It's also vulnerable. And also, yeah, that triggers all of those. Alright. And yeah, had I planned more, I could have realized I get hologram here, so I can definitely do things. I can get the Turbo Plus back, right? Or is it here? Is it in my hand? Or is it here? Yeah, it's actually here. Never mind. I can get the regular Turbo back, in that case. Well, that's also fine. Do I actually bulk up here, though? It's dealing a lot of damage. So instead, I could do Glacier. Plus defense? I don't know. I guess I bulk up. So that's bulk up, hologram, get back, turbo, and then Glacier plus. That means I skip the hatchet. I think I'm fine. I can get this back later. It's also dealing only one... Well, it's... I guess it helps these, but yeah. It's not dealing that much here. Let's bulk up. Let's get the turbo. Actually, what I could have done is get back the overclock to get the better turbo there. That's something I could have done. I'm not going to calculate whether that would have been better, but that's something I could have done. This character has so many ways of doing things. Get back zap, I suppose. Turbo here does nothing, I guess. Shatter now. Oh yeah, we also gain an energy the first time we strike this enemy each turn, right? Takes damage each turn, yeah. Right, and get back. So Shatter deals immediately 11. I could get that back instead. But let's just get the zap. Alright, and if I want, I can also use the lightning and get a couple of frost orbs. I think that's probably unnecessary. Might be the worst option. Take 0. Okay, Void is here. But we're back. Overclock. Oh, hatchet. Hatchet, hatchet. Why? Does it matter though? Maybe it doesn't matter. It matters not. Tuning fork. Every time you play 10 skills, gain 7 block. Okay, so I like this. I don't like keeping track of it, though. Turbos here again. This time I skip. How about compile driver? It's not perfect, because we only have two... Well, we have 3 orb types, but we'll have the 2 orb slots. Draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. I'll still take it, even if it's not upgraded. The question mark is just a fight. Sadly. Guess I'll see if I get a turbo, or zap, or even chill. None of those. Alright, tough eggs, but we have the Mercury Hourglass as well as chill, so... And also shatter, so we're fine. I am not worried. Alright, let's see. Just Lightning Rod, I guess. Lightning Rod or Lightning Dual Cast. And don't bother with the Glacier Turbo. Yeah, this draws only 1 in this situation. Oh well. It's something. Hologram. Okay. Speaking of hologram, compact is here though. That's a way of doing things in our deck. Yeah, I guess I take this over the hologram. So compact. Gain 6 block. Transform all status cards in your hand into fuel. And we can also use our existing hologram to get that back occasionally. Will I actually remember that combo? Maybe occasionally. Okay, so now I think I do rest though, since this is a pretty nasty boss fight. Kaiser Crab. At the end of the act, you will fight the Kaiser Crab. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I guess I would like to upgrade some things, but let's not risk it. Let's get to near full health. Alright, so 2 of these claws, I guess. Rocket and Crusher. Alright. So if I turn, it also changes the damage dealt. So back attack deals 50% more damage when it's attacking you from behind. It seems I cannot turn here, nor do I have the need to. Might be also that in hindsight after the fight, it will be clear that perhaps I didn't need to rest, but we'll see about that. Okay, Glacier, I guess. And then Compile Driver. And then we can use Turbo to use Bulk Up, if we get that. Well, Glacier anyway. And then we use Compile Driver. Now it draws 2. Go on this one. Well, there's Turbo Plus. I guess I use that, but not the regular Turbo. So they're dealing 24. So I'm already full blocking with this, or I could evoke a Frost Orb. Seems unnecessary. Okay, here's the bulk up plus the hatchet, plus the beam cell, plus the hologram. So now I think I get the Turbo Plus back again. So I can play everything. Well, not everything, maybe, but enough things. So let's first bulk up so I get more out of the hologram. Alright. So now we need to choose which one to go for first. I think this one is going to do a big attack very soon, maybe next turn already. Guess I just go for rocket, it's also lower health. Yeah, it's doing the big attack now. I still haven't lost even one hit point, so definitely possible that I overestimated this enemy and or underestimated this deck, but we'll see. Okay, turbo's here, that's pretty nice. Let's just use this straight away, despite being weakened. Compile driver chill, I guess. Do I dual cast first? I suppose I will. I mean, we'll get through this fight, it's guaranteed at this point. The only question is how clean it is. This is fine. Okay, so once again, hologram. Turbo. Turbo is always a good target. Well, not always. Often. Very often. Alright, so I guess I beam cell this if I want to. Well, I guess I can play Thrumming Hatchet twice. Actually, I can't. No, I have the Void as well, so yeah, I cannot. Yeah, let's just get the Turbo Plus. Play this. Oh, that helps. Also once, oh, well, not once, but here for once we can do the compact thing with the suit. Actually, we can get maybe 2 of them or something else. So let's see about that. So let's turbo overclock. Okay, 2 suits. So actually I can do this first as well. Didn't get any more statuses, but now I can turn these into fuel. Gain an energy and draw 1 and exhaust. Hologram is here again. So I could get the overclock. I don't know if that actually helps. I don't know, whatever. This enemy is soon dead. Let's not bother. Alright. Now I wish I had that hologram available for that compact. But we're still fine. Full blocking even. Okay, so if I really want to be optimal, I guess I play chill here instead of thrumming hatchet. So the tuning fork is at 9. Well, sure. This is one mechanic I wish they didn't bring back from STS1, so that for optimal play you keep track of these number relics and play accordingly. Because they don't reset between combats. We get a stable serum. We get a choice between reboot, flak cannon, and all for one. All of these actually have merit. Flak cannon is interesting. Exhaust all your status cards, so that means it exhausts things that aren't actually in your hand, right? Deal H damage to a random enemy for each card exhausted. That's a lot with our deck. We also have, of course, the big hug. Yeah, all for one also good here for turbos, chill, beam cell, zap. But let's get the flak cannon. So that means the thrumming hatchet has some serious competition for damage. We have a lot of money.
My poor, battered machine, let me refine you.
Brilliant Scarf. The 5th card you play each turn is free. Now that's pretty good. Glitter. Enchant all card rewards with Glam. Also pretty good. Or add an Apotheosis. Also, Apotheosis has been buffed in STS2. It's now innate. That's insanely good. Let's take a look. How many upgrades will I get from that? Well, some. But plenty of my cards are upgraded. So I think I go with the Brilliant Scarf here. Though, to make ideal proper use out of this, I need to actually think about things even more. That's a downside. But it always does things, and I think this is probably going to be a win, regardless of some semi-optimal decisions I make along the way. Also, I definitely want to go to a store. Well, even 2 stores. So there's a store here, here, and here. I guess I go this way. Does mean I have to deal with a couple of elites, so potentially deadly. Probably like this. I like question marks. Usually. One thing about Apotheosis is of course that if I take this, then I can just take any card reward that I like and not have to take into consideration any of the upgrades being there or not. They'll always be upgraded. So my turn 1 would be Apotheosis and Machine Learning. Apotheosis also upgrades to 1 cost. Yeah, I think Glitter, while good, is definitely the 3rd choice here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if I counted correctly. Brilliant Scarf is good, but I have a couple of turbos. I sometimes get stuck in these kind of decisions. I can think about them for a while. In either case, I think this run is a win, so which one is more fun? I don't know, might be better to take the Apotheosis. I'll take the Brilliant Scarf here, though. So yeah, another number relic to keep track of. But yeah, since this is seemingly easy enough, maybe that's fine. This fight is usually pretty easy. From my experience. Also, this does nothing yet, but once I play this, it at least does 1. Anyways, I'll just use like these. So that's 20 block. I guess I can do the shatter. So they are dealing 21. I guess I still do this. Oh yeah, and yeah, Scarf. I had already forgotten about you. Thank you, though. So I'm wondering whether to hologram the turbo here. I guess it's fine either way. So I will. Also, one thing that would be nice is if the game indicated here somehow how much a card costs without the reduction from something like Brilliant Scarf. This does nothing, actually. Okay. Has enough block. Alright. Well, now you're dead. Now you are dead. And I suppose since now I remember about the tuning fork, let's see if I can get that to a good number. This at least resets between fights. Cool-headed plus. Sweeping beam plus. I'll go with the cool-headed. Draw more. So yeah, let's go with this left path, I think. Go with 2 stores since I have so much money. Unless one of these is a store, then I can maybe consider the elite. Reflections, reflections. What is this? Something feels wrong here. Yeah. Downgrade 2 random cards, upgrade 4 random cards. I don't believe I've ever had this event. Or duplicate your deck, receive bad luck. What the hell? Unplayable. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, lose 13 HP. Okay, I guess I go with touch a mirror. This is interesting though. So if I were an ironclad, for example, I could exhaust that semi-reliably, perhaps. I mean, it's very good as an option, since my deck is something I would like to duplicate. But I don't think I want the bad luck. Yeah, it seems I have no way of getting rid of that in this. So once I get it, I just suffer. Let's touch a mirror. Okay, so we lost the upgrade on the overclock and something. Black cannon is upgraded. Would be nice if those didn't just go like that. Go away. Well, I suppose the... Well, I got 3 defend upgrades, it seems. No, that's not fantastic. Anyways. That did, I guess, make the deck better. Slippery Bridge. Okay, I don't want to get rid of Beam Cell Plus, but I could. Since maybe it's unnecessary at this point. What do I want to get rid of, though, if I randomize? Defend? How likely is it that I get the one unupgraded defend? I guess I just lose the Beam Cell in that case. Since, well, I could lose a Ball Lightning. Also, it seems, I think, yeah, one of these was upgraded, right? So I lost a Ball Lightning upgrade. Well, that's fine. Well, I like the Beam Cell, but let's get rid of it. We have a good chance of getting a new one anyway. Devoted Sculptor. Okay. Compile driver draws 1. I could just get the zap back with the hologram, deal a bit of damage. This is a damage race fight. Kind of was worried about that happening, so I guess I skipped the bulk up for this fight. Yeah, we can probably win without it. This deals a lot. So take 4 to do this, or just hologram the zap. Gains 9 strength at the end of its turn. Why must you be so nasty? (11 plus 24). Okay, I'll just deal the damage since I'm sufficiently afraid. Might also actually use a potion. No, flak cannon, why are you so bad? I'll go ahead and use the potion. I think this needs to end. Alright, well there we go. This should be now over. Hologram is here. Yes. Okay, store time. Toxic egg is here. It's a bit late. Frozen egg is here as well. Capacitor is here. Capacitor is pretty good here. Meteor strike with brilliant scarf. I could perhaps make that work. Yeah. Guess I get the capacitor. I don't think I'll get these, but I have a lot of money though. I don't know. How many card rewards are there? 4 plus the last store, it seems. I'm not getting both. Sling of Courage. 2 strength for elite fights. That's 2 more elites. That might make a difference. Since I have the money, I guess so. I'll also remove like the last defend here. I'll get the capacitor. And yeah, I have the turbos. Did I actually have the turbos one? I forget. When I was offered the meteor strike, did I already have the turbos? If I did, then perhaps I've made a mistake. Anyways, I can get it here. Alright. So toxic egg or no toxic egg? One thing I could have done, I guess, is buy the frozen egg and then the capacitor would have been upgraded. I don't think I'll get a potion. Okay, I'm not getting the Sling of Courage, perhaps, so I have things for, well, money for the last store. So I guess it's the toxic egg. So, yeah, it's definitely a late one. Definitely late. If I save my money, will I have enough things to purchase that are worth it? Who knows? Who knows? So this is 300. I could just get the Sling of Courage, actually. I also have a decent chance of finding upgraded cards already. Okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Let's get the Sling of Courage and remove the event that isn't upgraded. Then we save the rest of our money. Voltaic is maybe okay, but I don't need it. Oh, these things. Scrolls of Fighting. So if they hit you, if they manage to hit you, we lose 2 max HP per hit. That's nasty. So would help, I guess, if Tuning Fork was on a better number. I guess I can draw something here, regardless. If I play all of these. That seems unnecessary, though. It seems I'm blocking already. Is that true? 24. Yes. Okay, I'll just Ball Lightning, I guess. Brilliant Scarf, Meteor Strike. Can I do that? Also have the Snecko Oil. Might even use that in this fight. This is a nasty turn. 11 to all. Now the game gets difficult. Yeah, I guess I'll use the Snecko. I'll probably use the Shatter first. Maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead. Though Shatter first or not? I guess yes. Also helps with the decision here. So I can see what's going on afterwards. Guess I still use it. Okay, Chill is 0 still. Nice. Meteor Strike is 1. Well, that's good. I suppose I do this first, so I get the plasma energy. Easy game. So this is a random enemy, not all enemies. Well, it's powerful enough already. There we are. Get an attack potion. Synthesis Plus. Heal 18, the next power you play costs 0. I don't think so. Nor Tempest. We'll take a Cool-Headed Plus instead. That should be an excellent addition. Warpaint. Lightning Rod Compact. And yeah, we go this way. Let's see how we fare against the Act 3 elites. We are also fighting the Queen. Okay. Like the boss is the Queen, I mean. Okay, Hatchet is here. Machine Learning is here. Machine Learning is always here, though. Stable Serum might be worth considering. So this is a pretty damn dangerous fight. Because of the debuffs that these two enemies put on you. I think I should go for the Spectral Knight first. He turns your cards ethereal. Would be nice to find a turbo here. And also now it would be nice to have a third turbo. Might use the stable serum. Anyways, let's see about cool heading. So I could skip at least the hatchet to try to get turbo. It's pretty unlikely to find it, but we might get lucky. Yeah, I think I cool-headed again. We can afford to take damage, but of course I don't want to die. We can rest here for full, and here as well. This also deals AoE damage. Would be nice to have energy. Let's see if the scarf can come into play. It seems it cannot. Yeah, unless I find something with compile driver that costs 0. So turbo chill. Overclock. That means I skip the machine learning if I fail. Is that worth the risk? I also have this though. Okay, let's use the attack potion now. Hyper beam. It's to all enemies, yeah, but I lose focus. I guess I do play it though. Focused strike is also something. Damn it. I think I should go focused strike. Because it's going to take a lot of hyper beaming to kill these. Don't I have 2 holograms though? Yes, I do. So maybe I could make it work. But I also have plenty of orbs. 26 to all. Well, it's an AoE fight, yeah, but the downside is pretty great. I have no way of gaining that focus back. I'll just go with this. Not sure if correct, but I'll just go with that. Okay, so now I can play something for free. I guess it's the compile driver. So I can see if I get lucky. Would need to get very lucky indeed, though. How much do I want Thrumming Hatchet in my hand next turn? I do care about that. I could also just play the Shatter. Yes, I do. I play Shatter Machine Learning, yeah. So that's overblocking, isn't it? A little bit. Well, it's only a minor consideration. The other elite fights of this act, I think, are far easier, or at least mentally easier. So now everything is ethereal. So this potion is absolutely useless, for example. So I guess I bulk up defend. We take a bunch of damage. Also glacier, capacitor or defend. I think I kind of need to bulk up. So let's just accept that damage is coming. Goodbye. Okay, hologram is here. Now we've been reduced to non-upgraded cards. So for this fight, the Apotheosis, for example, does nothing. Meteor Strike is here, though. Alright, let's see if I can get the Brilliant Scarf to do Meteor Strike for free. I should be able to do that. So we place something here. Probably something that enables me to draw more things. Though I only draw one thing with the compile driver. So overclock, I guess. Now we meteor strike, this one. Energy is here. Can I kill you now? Yes. I'm only being dealt 10, so I might even skip the... Well, then again, these are evoked anyway. So I guess it's only a question of do I want lightning or frost for the coming turns or not. So I have this though. Guess I'm playing this. I'll play the chill. Let's advance the tuning fork. And then the priority is the Magi Knight. We'll just let the Flail Knight flail on us. There we go. And now this is over. Fuel. Okay, this isn't in the perfect number. I cannot be arsed to get it in the perfect number here. Okay, signal boost is probably not something I want, since I have only a couple of powers. Well, 3 of them, right? Capacitor. Machine learning and bulk up. Yeah, I don't think it's easy to get that in play. Claw plus is here. Sweeping beam plus is here. Sweeping beam actually is okay. It's late as well. It also draws one. It also works with strength. I'll take it. Not sure if it actually helps that much, but it's not like terrible. The Lost, the Forgotten. Yay, I'm drawing things. Hooray. Okay. Is this the first time I've played Capacitor? It might be. So they're dealing 27. Yeah, I guess I do this. Okay, full blocking. Still do this though. Because of the number relic. -2 dexterity, -2 strength. Well, let's fix that. Goodbye Orbs slot. And now it gets silly. I'll advance this a bit. Flex potion. Overclock number 2. It's unupgraded though. It works very well though, since I have turbos and let's see, the Brilliant Scarf as well as Flak Cannon, etc. So I'll take it. Let's upgrade. Let's do hologram or capacitor, I think. I'll do the hologram. Mechanite. Hello. Nice to see you, buddy. Okay, so cool-headed, I suppose, first. As long as we make it to the boss, which seems to be happening, I believe this is a win. Might use the potions in this fight, actually. This might actually be more difficult than the boss. This would be a nice hand to retain, I guess. But of course I have draw plus hologram. So let's not retain it. Hatchet or lightning rod? I don't know. I guess the hatchet. Burns? Oh no. Whatever will I do about those? How about Compact Plus? See you later. Alright, let's see if I can get this free, which obviously is happening. Almost screwed it up. Thanks for the fuel, buddy. Oh yeah, this doesn't actually... Yeah, you can't keep on doing that. Well, we can still get Meteor Strike in play, if I'd like. I guess that is probably something I want. Out of these options... Well, actually I can't, since this is 1 energy. Never mind. Unless... No, there's no... There is no way of getting a turbo back in hand. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Unless I get lucky. You never know. Unless you try. Like the gambler in the memes. Don't stop trying, because you might succeed. Who knows? Anyways, I have a lot of things in my hand, but it seems it's full of things that I don't want to necessarily get in play. So just do that. This. Oh, there's Turbo. Hello. I guess I could still do that if I'd like. Can get this. I don't know if that helps. Zap as well. Seems unnecessary. It helps my flak cannon though. It's 4 times currently. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine either way. Compact. No. Okay, attacking for 40. Let's see if I can do something about that. Hologram is here. So let's see. Glacier is an option. We have a void. That's fine though. Cool-headed. Just do cool-headed first. There's another hologram coming. And I can probably guarantee I get that if I just try hard enough. 16 times 6. That's not enough yet. So let's see. Cool-headed draws 2. I have 2 different orb types. So compile drivers 2 as well. My overclocks are unupgraded. Sad. Sad times. In that case, do I just try to block here? I can block for plenty. Brilliant Scarf might do a thing as well. It seems like it's perhaps unrequired here, though. Yeah, I guess I get the Glacier. There might be a better play here, definitely. But in any case, it's fine. It's going to be fine since this is easy enough. And there we go, full blocking. Oh, that was actually almost enough. Rest in pieces. Skill potion. Maybe better than the flex. Though the flex works very well with the flak cannon. Guess the skill potion is better though. Double energy. Do I need more energy? Not necessarily, but it's not bad. It seems I'm doing fine enough with energy, but I might find some draw at the store. I'll take it. It's not like a big deal if it's a mistake. Oh-ho! Belt buckle I usually... Well, I've skipped it every single time, but in a boss fight it actually does something. Oddly Smooth Stone does things similar without the downside though. So we do have All for One here. Nostalgia could maybe do something, I don't know. Potion Belt, I guess I will get. So I can have more potions, of course. I'm not removing anything, it seems unnecessary. I don't know, I guess I get the belt buckle, skip the All for One, even though the All for One might arguably be better in this deck, I don't know. Enables some silly things, I guess. Well, sure, I'll get the All for One. I think it's better overall. Does need me to spend even more of my brain power if I want to play close to optimal, but still, probably worth. Get these. And then we are done. Boost away is interesting, but unnecessary. Okay, so rest, I guess. Even though I don't necessarily need to rest, I don't have the thing that heals me, right? Yeah, I don't. Let's just make sure we get through this. This is the last fight. Probably get through it fine without resting, but resting guarantees that, basically. Torchhead Amalgam. And the Queen. Hi. Go ahead and use that already. Which was perhaps a mistake, but here we go. Okay, chill, I guess. 2 chills is fine. Yeah, I don't care about the hatchet at the moment. I don't think. Do I? Not much, at least. Oh yeah, what the hell? Oh, yeah, it's because it's unupgraded, so essentially a complete waste of a skill potion. Well, it's fine. In that case, I do Hatchet Shatter. Get rid of the amalgam first. And I could have planned around this better, so I could play Hatchet 2 times with the Scarf, I guess. Or, well, the Shatter as well. Whatever. Okay, so we are debuffed by Chains of Binding. The first 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with Bound. Only 1 bound card can be played each turn. Too bad. We'll be fine. We can take a ton of damage here and still be fine. Bulk up. Chill. Shadow Shield. Hatchet. And these can go away. Okay, we are playing cool-headed, I suppose. Let's do... I guess turbo and then double energy. Might be that I don't actually get to spend that energy, but it's better in that order. Tuning Fork draws 1. Yeah. Yeah, we have too much energy, so arguably a mistake to take that double energy plus, but it's fine. Okay, let's get Capacitor in play, I guess. Starting to lose my brain power a little bit, getting a bit tired. Let's get Meteor Strike as well, so that means I play the Energy Potion and something. Played the Hatchet. Okay, so there's the All for One. So I can do some silly things now. Actually, I can't. I only have the turbo to go in. Oh well. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad indeed. Let's deal some damage here. Meteor Strike. Okay, so now we have the Queen left. She'll have to do things on her own. What a nasty fate for royalty. Okay, maybe using this, but it's unnecessary. If I don't use it here, though, when am I using it? Cool-headed? Let's do things. So, yeah, that's completely unnecessary to do that. It may be that I overestimated the flak cannon. Maybe. But it's fine. I'm not sure if Calipers, the relic from STS-1, is back. There's a similar relic in STS-2. I would imagine that they don't bring that back since it's quite OP. Would have been OP here, for example. Okay, I'll just go ahead and use this. I don't need to think anymore. Not much, at least. Let's get the Meteor Strike for free here, though, if I can. Should be able to get it for free. There we are. And then I just play things. Kind of just play. Ten times 7. Surely we can do better than that. Surely. There we go. What are you doing here? Repair you? Make me. Victory? Okay, well, there we go. So, probably what will happen eventually is that the architect here will be the actual end boss, like the heart was for the first game. But that will probably take a while. Anyways, we won! Yay! So there we go. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. Kind of like Slay the Spire 2. Definitely good enough for multiple hours of fun, even in this early stage. Do recommend it if you don't have it yet, and if you're at all interested in something like this. Slay the Spire 1, also, of course, a great game that's finished, so if you'd like for a more balanced experience, perhaps get that instead if you don't have it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll play more of this, I suppose, in the future. Not sure when that will be. Perhaps very soon, perhaps not. Anyways, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.